Hello again guys, it's Yago J here back in another audio video. This is a new audio video. I recently posted like two audios today. This is the third one I think. My Lord of Naruto and Jiraiya series, I think I'm gonna post it tomorrow, as well as updating the rest of my series. So this is what if Naruto was the next Shinigami or the next Death Reaper. Let's get straight into the video. We're gonna start this video off in the Shinigami realm. The Shinigami is currently doing what most people on planet Earth hate: paperwork. He really hasn't found a way to solve paperwork, except for Minato and Namikaze the Mortal, who found a way to solve paperwork. But he's trapped in his stomach, so there's nothing you can do about that. So as he's doing his paperwork, he then decides, like he's done for the day, as he goes back to his house, which is in the realm. As he goes to his house, he's approached by his, why his wives. He has multiple wives because he's a god, that god stamina. So, these wives, start massaging him, as he's like done with his paperwork. It was a rough day for him because, a bunch of souls were being processed. So, as he's getting massaged, he then like feels a pull, which is like pulling him to the outside world. As he then tells his wives that he'll be back, as he then gets pulled out. As he's pulled out, he sees a 6-year-old boy. This boy is Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto is running away from villagers as the Shinigami starts to follow, like trying to see what's going on. He sees Naruto running into an alleyway, as the villagers pounce on him as they start beating him up. The Shinigami, seeing this, because he's under a contract, Kushina Uzumaki made a contract with the Shinigami. Kushina Uzumaki, hereby upheld these deals to the Shinigami. So I'll explain the deals later in full detail, so I'm just going to continue the video. So the Shinigami then remembers the contract, and then he says, Naruto Uzumaki, isn't this the son of Kushina Uzumaki? So the Shinigami then takes out his scythe, as he then begins, to cut down everyone who's there. He cuts down the Anbu who were just watching this happening. He starts cutting down people. About 30 people are dead, and their souls have been taken. Naruto is on the ground, shaking. The Shinigami then says, "It's okay, boy. I'm here now." So Naruto then looks up and he sees them. So the Shinigami is expecting Naruto to freak out, but Naruto's like, "Oh, hello there." Because the Shinigami is surprised. The only person who was never afraid of the Shinigami was Kushina Uzumaki. She's also, the Shinigami's wife, that now that she's dead. So yeah. So now the Shinigami then opens a portal and tells Naruto to step into the portal. Naruto doesn't even waste time. He steps into the portal and gets inside. Inside the portal, Naruto has appeared inside the realm of death. Well, it's not hell to be precise, but it's like limbo, life and death. Yeah, that realm. Naruto then looks up at the Shinigami and says, what's your name, sir?" There's the Shinigami that says, "Oh, I'm the Shinigami." Naruto then nods. "So, sir, what Shinigami-sama, what am I doing here?" Naruto asks. "Oh boy, you're going to meet your mother, and I'm going to train you to be my heir," the Shinigami says, because he wants to retire. He's pretty much old. So Naruto then nods. Back to the surface. The third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, is panicking. He's utterly shocked. He does not even know what the hell to do at this point. He doesn't really know. He's trying to find Naruto, because Naruto is missing, and there are a bunch of dead bodies there. Which some armed reported that Naruto's getting beaten up by villagers. And a skeletal figure with white hair and demonic horns started like cutting down people. Which the third Hokage is like, Oh shit, he says to himself. So, the third Hokage then goes back to his office as he opens up the drawer, as he then sees, Kushina's letter to Naruto. So in the letter, there lists things, that if the villagers do not accept Naruto, that because he's, the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, all of their souls are forfeit. If the third Hokage refuses to train Naruto, the Shinigami will take Naruto and train him. If, the villagers beat Naruto or hate him, he's allowed to rip those souls. Then, there's also a condition, Naruto is, supposed, to repopulate his clan, the Uzumaki Namikaze clan, since, he's, the last one of both, which is in Konoha. So, those are the details which are there on Kushina's letter, and then the third Hokage is like, God have mercy on the people, Kami have mercy on the people, he says to himself. He then just keeps quiet. Danzo pulls up into Hiruzen's office and says, Hiruzen, where is the Jinchuriki? It's time I train him. Third Hokage that looks at Danzo like, bruh. The third Hokage says, he's been injured and he's in a coma, so it's impossible to train him. Hiruzen lying, trying to stall for Naruto. So, Hiruzen then just jumps back into his shadows, he wants to attempt to find Naruto and train him so he can become the loyal weapon. But that's not gonna happen. In the Shinigami realm, the Shinigami has been, training Naruto in a fast chamber where training can be 1 day's training is worth a year in outside realm, because the time in limbo moves slower. So 1 day in limbo is 1 year in the outside world. So not just training with the Shinigami. The Shinigami, looked at the Death Reaper seal, which he put is, he then felt some of his power coursing through it. So, he then decided to alter the seal, to use the Ninetales chakra as well, letting the Ninetales chakra, flood Naruto's system. The Ninetales chakra flooded Naruto's system, so the Shinigami was adjusting the seal. So the Ninetales, will fade faster. So Naruto will not be turned into the Ninetales, maybe not, I'm not sure what I'll do there, or the Ninetales can remain. You guys can, just comment on that. So, as Naruto continues training with the Shinigami then says, Naruto, it's time for you to choose your scythe, which you're going to use to rip the souls from people. Naruto then nods and says, yes, Shinigami Sensei. So, Naruto then goes and chooses his scythe, which is very deadly and demonic. I'm going to show you later. As well as the hood to cover his head, when he's taking the souls. Or he can just be the Shinigami and take, a white robe and, rip some souls. Time skip. 5 years outside. I think Naruto will be, what is it? He'll be about 11 years old, I think. A Shinigami tells Naruto, it's time, Naruto. So, during Naruto's stay in the Shinigami realm, he met his mother. Flashback. The Shinigami said, Naruto, I have a surprise for you. Which Naruto then says, okay, Shinigami-sama. As Kushina stepped out, she then said, oh, hi, Soji. Naruto not even wasting time, rushed at Kushina, knocked her onto the ground as he hugged her. Kushina then pats him on the back. It's okay, Naruto. So, Naruto then cries for a bit, and as he eventually stops, he then lets go of his mother's embrace. As he and his mother starts to talk. But Mom, how did you die? Kushina then says, oh, I'm not really sure how he died, Naruto. It's actually a funny story. Even if the Ninetales was extracted from me, I was not really supposed to die, but things just happened. So I just found myself in the realm of the Shinigami. So yeah, that's what mostly happened. So Naruto then sees the ring on her finger and says, Mom, why did you have the ring? Oh, I'm the Shinigami's wife now, Kushina says. Which Naruto then looks at the Shinigami with some fire in his eyes. The Shinigami then says, hey, I do not want this. Damn crazy redheads, the Shinigami says to himself under his breath. Kushina then says, what was that? Oh, nothing, honey. The Shinigami says, because she's no longer engaged to Minato now. So, Naruto and Kushina then talk for a bit, as Kushina then trains Naruto in the sealing arts, the arts of sealing. She continues to train Naruto in the arts of sealing, because like one day outside, is 1 year that side. So, he does his sealing for, around like 2 days or so, which is around 2 years training. After Naruto's training, Naruto then eventually says goodbye to his mom. His mom then says, oh, Naruto, when you go back to the outside world, go to Ushizo and take, and like go and unlock the safe and take the treasures which are in there. They're rightfully yours. Which Naruto then nods to Kushina. And also, you have many grandbabies for me. I want to visit them sometime in future. Which Naruto then blushes a bit as he then nods to his mother. End of flashback. So, Naruto is with the Shinigami as the Shinigami opens a portal to Naruto. He already taught Naruto, how to come to a death realm. When he's now ready, he can bring his wife as well. Because, he'll be retiring and so. Naruto then thanks the Shinigami for his training. He then says goodbye to the Shinigami. Naruto appears, in front of the gate of the Leaf Village. The shinobi who are there don't even pay attention to him as Naruto then walks in. It's not just walking in. Some Anbu come in and surround Naruto. Naruto then says, Anbu-san, what's the problem? Naruto says, oh, it's just that it's past Genin curfew. Naruto then says, oh, I'm not a Genin. Naruto says to them. Which, the Anbu then says, is, Naruto's eyes, then glow red for a bit, which is unnoticed by the Anbu. Naruto says to this Anbu, Asuma Sarutobi, you're hereby charged with, 300 cases of rape, 300 cases of killing, 300 cases of, extortion. How do you plead? Asuma is shocked by this. He doesn't even know, what the hell did this kid find out? His Naruto then says, guilty, suffer and burn. As Naruto then rips his soul out. So guys, I'm gonna leave off this video. If you like this video, please can I get about 15 likes on this video? I haven't finished my newest what ifs, but yeah, I'm gonna be posting every day now because I've been off for a bit, so I'm gonna be posting every day now. So guys, keep cool guys. Goodbye.